paper-based mode, you need to give instructions. Here, there is the instructions here. If you want to print the instruction in this page, you need to give an instruction there. So whatever the instruction you are giving here, that will be available in the paper.
With print specific instructions.
Yeah.
Only if you're doing paper.
And sorry, two things. One is the question paper where we have our instructions. I don't have.
Oh, you're showing us the answer sheets.
Answer sheet, yeah. That is one is the answer sheet, another is the question paper. So we have both. This is here instruction for answer sheet. So this is window, and this is for the question paper where we have our instructions. You have our papers. So there.
We might consider.
Putting a default instruction or something.
Yeah, well, with the testing center, we have currently on our answer sheets the what they're allowed to use on that exam. Do we have that on the bubble sheet right now?
Yes, if you put it here.
So if you put it in and say they're allowed a calculator. Stuff like
Yes.
that.
That would be a good
We talked about
Yes,
the
I think it is
physical
available.
utilities.
Yes, we have that. So one is the instruction here.
Mhm.
Other thing is what is allowed here. So that also will be printed here. Will be printed. One is the instruction, and then after instruction it will tell that calculator and other things will also be printed in this paper.
From preferences.
From the
So if we select like logical,
from the physical
utilities
yes.
calculator and a
Yeah.
note card,
yeah, that will be printed.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
And you can put text as well as you want to do some images. You can put images as well. But for the online, you can put images, and for the worksheet, if you put image, it will be like big. So okay. So grades, the grades.
Let's go back to grades for a second. With the grade schemes,
Yeah.
we've talked before about how when a grade scheme is added, it makes that grade scheme available to all faculty.
Yes.
So faculty aren't able to add grade schemes any longer, right?
We have not given that option.
Okay.
Because it is not-
we talked about.
Is that required?
No, I don't think so. I think we should have a way to, if they want us a unique grade scheme, then we'll have to add it in there
Yes.
for them. But it got to be where there were so many
So many grades.
in
Yeah.
there that it just got.
They'll just simply
Yes.
create, and it will create a lot of grade 1, B, C grade, D grade, like simply
Yeah.
like it will not
It's like in preferences, you can create your own
a template.
custom
Yeah.
preferences that you can just automatically load. For a teacher, it'd be nice if the teacher could do that, so that the teacher could make the grade assessment for a specific test.
Yeah.
Really, do teachers typically change their grade schemes? Like, I know I've never
I
met a
don't
teacher
know.
that does.
I
It's a
don't
common
know.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Probably not very often. I think that it's pretty typical that they deal with this grade
Uh-huh.
scheme. There are some faculty members that don't do the A minus, B plus stuff. They just do A, B, C, D, F kind of thing. But majority of them do the A plus. No, majority of them don't have A plus.
Yeah.
Majority of them it's A
minus.
A minus, B plus, B minus, C plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's without the A plus is
Yes.
Yeah.
typical. Most of them don't have A plus. It's like if you get a 90 above 3% or whatever, above or even 90% or well above, then it's typically considered an
Okay. And the preferences in that, as I was telling, logical utilities and the physical utilities. So this is for the online exams. All this logical utilities is for online exam, and the physical utilities is for physical, like you're giving the physical calculator or a booklet or a library book or something like that. So that you can enable it. And the post-assessment action, as you know, like if you want to give a detailed report after the exam or a view solution to the student after the exam, we can select it, or we can you can make the settings according to it. And other things, the attempts, all attempts to be answered, allow skipping items, backward navigating, those settings.
Can I ask you a quick question
Yes.
while we're here? On the view solution, there was one point where we had a lot more options in terms of how detailed information we would like students to be able to have access to. So, you know, some faculty might want them to see their responses, but not the questions or something like that. And I remember before, this was probably a year or so ago, we had more options under that post-assessment actions. Do you recall what?
So you're saying that we need to just show what he has answered, but don't show what is the correct answer.
Yeah. So some teachers will want to say, I want my students to be able to see their responses, but I don't want them to know what
Which
the
is
correct response is. Or
I think there is an option. I need to check that. View solution will give everything. It will show you which is correct, and it will give you feedback as well. I need to check that. If you summary, I think that there is an option is available. I'll get back to you on that. And apart from that, as you know, lockdown browser, where you need to, if the system has to be locked down, so you can use that. And ADA time, where you can give extra additional time. For example, if you want extra 10 minutes, so total for ADAs who has ADAs, so they will get 25 minutes, 15 minutes test and 10 minutes extra, so they will get 25 minutes.
Will students who are the ADA be specified in the batch by the teacher?
Not the teacher. When they are importing, when the user registers first time, now if we are integrating with SIS, so that SIS will give information who are the ADA.
Okay.
So that system knows when they register. So it's not for batch by batch.
Okay.
Because ADA means it's permanent, so you can't be like today it is ADA and tomorrow it is not. So disability is like permanent. So when you register, that time that things will be available.
Okay.
With the number of attempts allowed before submission, we played with that a lot, and it didn't seem to make, like, if we put in 3 times you can attempt it, it didn't seem to make a difference. So is that when, like,
How it will work is the number of items, like the number of attempts before submit. So as a student, for the preview it will not work. You have to log in as a student and start the exam. It will, if you start first time, it will take 1 attempt. You close it, you have not submitted the exam. Still, you have just attempted few questions, and then you have closed your test. And again, if you re-logged in, so that will consider as second attempt. And again you close, you are not submitting it. If you submit, it's a different thing. So number of attempts before submit. So you are not submitting the exam, but how many times you are opening and closing it. Sometimes what will happen is student will open and close it, go somewhere, or if they have the option, read it, come back, again open, attend it, go back, close it, open it. Because in that way, if you give just number of attempts once, if you close it, they can't log in again.
and it submits the test?
It will be in progress. There is an option for the administrator background where you can go and forcefully submit that student. So that is the number of attempts before submit. So you submit it, it's done.
It's not how many times you can change your answer
No,
on an item?
No.
Okay.
How many times you close it and reopen it? So it's closing and reopening it.
Okay, so teachers essentially, if they're taking, so say a student's taking a test at their house, and they only want them to be able to look,
Yeah.
like, open it once, they
Right.
wanna change that to once,
Yes.
so we need to tell
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Actually, we would like to lock that so that teachers can't change it. Because we've had problems with teachers going, I only want them to attempt it once. And then they're attempting it, there's a network glitch,
Yeah.
and it locks the student from being able to complete their exam. And so, to me, it's, maybe it's just the verbiage on there
Correct.
that's confusing to the faculty members. They think, well, yeah, I only want the student to take it one
Once.
time. But we've had this situation in the
I
testing
remember,
center,
yeah.
where it was problematic.
Yes. I think we can lock that or remove that option and hide it. So that
Yeah, if we
you
can hide it, so
that will be
way,
better. No confusion. Yeah.
because as far as the teachers are concerned, they want the student to be able to take the exam. They only want them to be able to take it once, which is going to be the case even if there's 999 attempts. So if there's a way that we can lock that and hide it, so that way they don't even see it, because otherwise we're going to have so many problems with faculty doing what they did before.
So is there a way to differentiate that though between tests that are proctored at the testing center and ones that are taken at home? Or would the student even be able to know that, I mean, a part